Sri Lanka has allowed an Iranian warship to dock and evacuated all 208 personnel on board after the ship reported an engine failure. 50 Israeli Air Force fighter jets carried out a precision strike on an underground military bunker previously linked to Iran's supreme leader, which had been repurposed by surviving senior IRGC officials after the elimination of several key figures last week. The United States has granted a 30-day waiver to India, allowing Indian refiners to buy Russian oil, aimed at stabilizing global crude supplies, amid energy security fears triggered by the expanding Iran war. The Indian Air Force has confirmed the loss of 2 pilots who sustained fatal injuries in the crash of a Su-30 fighter jet in Assam. Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers and Kalyani Strategic Systems have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to jointly develop indigenous solutions for advanced naval systems and unmanned platforms for domestic and global markets. The Indian Navy is preparing to procure 400 unmanned surface vessels, with smaller platforms for coastal surveillance and base protection, while larger endurance vessels will support sustained open ocean deployments. The Indian Navy is currently facing a personnel shortfall of around 11,000, including a 21% shortage of officers and an 18% deficit among sailors. The Japan Ground Self-Defense Force is conducting drone and counter-drone training under a counter-terrorism scenario during the field training exercise with the Indian Army under Exercise Dharma Guardian 2026. Bangalore-based electric vehicle manufacturer Pravaig Dynamics is close to securing a significant contract with the Indian Ministry of Defence for its military electric vehicles, with negotiations in their last stage. The Indian Navy is set to install India's first indigenous air-independent propulsion system on the second Khanderi-class submarine, during its scheduled refit later this year. Noida-based IG Defense has unveiled plans to develop an indigenous long-range strike drone with a range exceeding 1,000 kilometers, and this initiative comes amid the growing success and widespread use of long-range strike drones in recent and ongoing conflicts. The Indian Army's Army Design Bureau has proposed a new Field Exploitation and Capability Acceleration Fund, aimed at helping startups and industry overcome the last-mile gap, ensuring promising prototypes successfully transition into final field-ready products. The Indian Army has started a new phase of trials for a high-endurance tethered UAV, capable of electronic warfare, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance and communications relay at forward bases. India's Project 75I submarine acquisition program has moved closer to a major contract award, after Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited confirmed that Contract Negotiation Committee negotiations have been completed, and the proposal has been submitted to the government for final approval. The clarification indicates that the procurement process is entering its final decision stage, expected to culminate in a contract soon. India is developing a jet-powered stealth swarm loitering munition, capable of striking targets 600 kilometers away. The flying wing design and microjet engine will provide higher speed, longer range and a low radar signature, making detection and interception difficult. The system is planned in multiple variants based on a common core design to reduce procurement costs. India's search for a stopgap fifth-generation fighter is shaping into a limited import strategy rather than local production. While Russia has offered technology transfer for an export version of the Su-57, Indian Air Force planning discussions indicate that domestic assembly of a small fleet is unlikely to align with near-term priorities. The Indian Air Force is considering acquiring around 60 aircraft as a temporary capability, until the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft enters service by 2035. Officials believe establishing a full production ecosystem for such a limited order would require major investment in assembly lines, tooling and supply chains that may not be justified for a stopgap purchase, they have said. Today's top 3 comments.